Sound check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield, Ryan Beckman, and Chris Goss.
It is March 17th. The year is 2020. Since the death, the birth. She was like 5 years after the birth, or 5 or 6 years after the birth of Christ. So technically, it really could be 2021. I don't know. Just saying. Nobody knows. I think that's why the Bible says to them, you won't know when the end is near. And the end times, the revolution. Or no, it's not the revolution. What is it?
I don't know.
The end of days. I know, I'm not well skilled in the scriptures. And yes, I said scriptures on purpose like that. But no, but for real, a lot of people talking about this is the end, man. Read the Bible. It'll tell you. Tyrone was saying that earlier. And Chris and Ryan, forgive me, welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast. My name is Corey Winfield, and I'm joined by Marney tonight. Marney, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, did you party like it was your birthday?
I had a wonderful birthday. I had a great birthday. I was around people that I love, and it was exactly uneventful like I wanted it to be.
Well,
yeah,
you can't really go out anywhere, of course. We're in northern Michigan, but from my understanding, it's pretty much
everywhere.
All of America except Wyoming. I don't know. Do we ever count Wyoming in anything?
I don't think so.
People listening in Wyoming are probably like, yeah, man. I used to listen to your podcast, too. But no, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hope it was great. But Tyrone, earlier, we went to Petoskey to take them to the store. Because he was like, are they closing Walmart? So we went, grabbed our man Tyrone. We took him to Walmart, and Chris and Ryan. And Tyrone was saying he was way back. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going to read the Bible to you. Because he was like telling us, like, this is what's going to happen and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not a religious guy. I'm spiritual. I believe there's a God, but I just don't buy into I don't know. To me, I don't ever to talk about that, okay? Because I don't want to really get into that. This isn't a religious show. But anyway, he was saying, with all the quarantine and people going crazy. Well, people aren't going too crazy. But I saw a video from the Walmart in Benton Harbor, Michigan, where people were fighting, and who knows what that was over. I guess it was over chicken. Or
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you didn't?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I'll have to show it to you. Yeah, it was chicken or something like that. So Tyrone, it might be on to something with that, and I'm sure a lot of people who are religious probably think, hey man, take a look around, look at what's been happening. But they've been saying that since I remember my grandma saying that when I was 7.
Like the end
it's
is near.
Look at this is happening. This is a sign, and da da da. And the Iraq War. Oh, look, this is going to be the end. And I was like 12. So people have been saying that forever, but this is weird. This is something that nobody's really ever experienced before, or at least that's alive today. Just as far as everything just shutting down and being completely weird. Mm-hmm. And if you go to a restaurant, it has to be takeout only. And I don't know. The conspiracy guy in me, really thinks that there's something else still going on that they're not telling us. But what kind I don't know. At first I'm like, what kind of, is somebody planning an attack? Is Russia putting something, or is somebody coming after us and they just want everybody to be away from it? And I don't think they would go that far with it. And then I don't see the whole, well, see, and that's the thing too. Don't get me started. We'll talk about this for 3 hours. But how do we really know that's going on in other countries?
I guess there's got to be enough evidence of the death and dying and the actual diagnosis and cause of death that's being tracked to certain, the disease that's in the body that's being identified as the coronavirus or whatever it's called.
You think this goes back to me having trust issues?
Probably.
Because I just don't believe the government. Mm-hmm. And then I hear that they're saying, oh, well, everybody's going to get
Do you think that they're blowing it out of proportion? Is that what you're saying?
It's
a real thing. I mean, you got to just say hands down. There's no doubt. It's a real thing.
Well, the NBA player, he was on the news and TV talking about, yeah, man, I got it, but now I got no symptoms or nothing. I don't got a fever. I don't got nothing. But they say I got it, so.
Yeah. Well, people with AIDS might not have symptoms either.
Well, no, people with AIDS have symptoms.
Well, you know what I mean. HIV. Okay. Whatever.
Well,
you know what I'm saying is like the disease is there. The disease is real. That's the disease.
But it's not a disease.
The disease is virus. What have you is transferable. We know all these things. Dink, dink, dink. Can't change that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I think, but then there's like the whole, everybody's gonna get $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait on that. But with everything going on, you were talking about, and you're a bit concerned with people in recovery, and you brought it up the other day, is like, when AA meetings start getting canceled, what are people going to do? And I thought about, and something I'll probably do in the next day or two, is start holding like online chat meetings, because we can do that from our website, I believe. So I know we can chat one-on-one with people, but I believe we can have a chat room. I don't know. I got to figure that stuff out, but that's an option. I mean, there's other options out there for people who want to do online meetings, but maybe we, I don't know, jump on Facebook and do a Facebook Live, and that way people can jump on too. But I think that could be a kind of a cluster, maybe.
Well, and I know I talk about it probably too much, but it's on my mind. It's on my mind a lot. I can't shake it because, I mean, I'm in early recovery, you know what I mean? And I structure my life, as such that I'm comfortable with. So, and I do the things that I have to do to maintain that. And it's a daily thing. It's a daily, process. And I have to involve, God and prayer. I have to involve, getting up in the morning and self-care. And I have to involve, for me, a piece of it is like accountability with responsibility. So like my job, which I'm lucky to still have, which a lot of people are not in that position. Communication with the world, whatever, through my cell phone or through, whoever I'm with at the time. And so like daily interaction with other human beings, that hold me accountable, know what I'm doing, know where I'm at, and, meetings, which for me, I'm looking at it and I'm concerned about our community, the recovery community, because I feel like this umbrella or whatever of support in a lot of different ways holes have been like punched into it. You know what I mean? Like almost like there's like this, or I guess not umbrella. Umbrella would be bad. It would be like the rug has been pulled from underneath us, kind of like everything that was kind of holding us, all these little pieces we put together, to make us, get through the day. It takes a lot from all different aspects, from us. And, cause I know I couldn't do it alone. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I still need my support system, and I still need, God. And, obviously lucky enough, God will always be there for me and, and everyone. But, I don't know. It just scares me that if things are disrupted enough in different ways that people will lose sight of what they're doing and what they're working for and get distracted. And we're creatures of habit sometimes. And I know isolation is like a big, huge for people in, recovery, because it's not good.
So you're saying that you're worried about friends that you've made in the recovery community, and maybe some of them might use this as an excuse.
Yeah.
To isolate.
They don't even need to be my friends. They could be people I don't even know. Just people in general.
And it is something that it would be easy, and we find excuses in anything. It's raining, it's snowing, whatever.
Yes.
Laundry. I don't have laundry. It doesn't take much for somebody in early recovery to just go, let me just talk myself into it. Mm-hmm. We don't obviously say that to ourselves, but in our mind and how our mind works in the front brain and midbrain and all that, it's crazy how we will turn back to that without even processing it. And it's hard to get it right when people say, oh yeah, I stopped drinking and I never went back. Okay, good, man. Good for you. Not saying that their addiction wasn't the same as mine, but I don't think it was. But no, like for me, it was a long, hard road. So when people say relapse is a part of recovery, for me it was. And it was hard. It was a long, hard road. And something like this, if this would have happened a year into my sobriety, or not a year into my sobriety, because this is the first time I've had 15 months, but like when I was trying that first year, I'd get 3 months and then boom, I get 4 months, boom. Mm-hmm. And this would have been absolutely 100%
disaster.
Go to the stove.
Yeah.
I would have made excuses. I would have told people I have a cough. I would have used every little thing I could.
Some stupid crap like, see, it wasn't meant to be.
Yep.
Not today.
Until I spent every single dollar I had. Until I was vomiting water just to vomit something. It would have been horrible. And I would have been in the hospital just like every other time. But I would have not even thought about the bad part of it. But the time that you build that sobriety up, that 3 months relapse, for me, 4 months relapse, 2 weeks relapse, another month relapse, for all that stuff that I had to go through, I think that those times where I did have those 3 months, I think those 3 months built something.
Yes.
And, sometimes people say, yeah, but you just drink and now you go back to the start. Nah, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I can tell you from my experience, if I didn't put all those months together, I mean, they have to count for something. And when I was on my way to my year, when I was knocking at my 6 month door, and 7 month, and 8 month, and 9th month, and 10th month, and it became easier. It really, really did. Mm-hmm. And now bad things happen. I don't think about drinking. I don't want to destroy my life. I don't want to destroy this, what I've built. And I was talking to a friend of mine tonight, and at first I said that I was mad at myself because of my 30s. I don't remember a lot of my early 30s and late 20s. And it makes me, at first I said it makes me mad that I wasted those years. I wasted time. We only get so much time. And I feel like I wasted it. But then she said something that made me think too, well, I have an opportunity to appreciate the time that I do have, probably more than I would have if I didn't think that I had wasted all those years. Like now it's like, not that I'm trying to hurry up and live life to get them back, but to appreciate the people that I love and have the people that I like in my life, and not have time for trying to put on a front or, oh, I need to have this or have that, and people need to think this about me and they need to think that about me. And I can't control what people think about me. I really can't. The only thing I can do is act. And if somebody wants to be my friend or to like me, then they can do that. If they don't, that's their choice. If they want to hate on me and say that I'm the handsomest devil they know, hey, they can do that. It's not my place. And you start not worrying about that kind of stuff anymore. And you, like I said, worry about the people that you do love and the people that are in your life and the people that you want to matter. and just cherish time with them. And I am blessed that I can do that today. And if you're